What's going on, guys? Welcome back to your Lake Fork Guide, another top 5 baits video. I think one of you guys actually requested this one. Today we're going to break down our top 5 Texas rig soft plastics. The Texas rig soft plastics. By the way, Cody May's here to join me, help me out with top 5 baits today. Hey man, this is the deal I think that started it all for almost everybody that bass fishes. I think almost all of us started out with a lead sinker, a worm hook, and a soft plastic of some kind, usually a ribbon tail worm, but maybe it was something different. Well, how about you?
No, that's the same thing, man.
Yeah.
Yep, you can't go wrong with it.
Pretty much everybody starts off that way fishing Texas. And then as you develop as fishermen, you throw different baits on there for different situations. And Lord knows there is endless possibilities of soft plastics you can put on a Texas rig. Today, me and Cody are going to team up to give you our top 5. I'm going to give you 3. Cody's going to give you 2. It's my channel, so I get to give you 1 more. That's just how we do it around here. But yeah, we're going to give you our top 5 soft plastic baits to rig on a Texas rig today. Like we said, the first bait that we're going to tell you about today, and this is not in any particular order, we're not ranking these in order of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are just our top 5 in general. But the first bait that I want to talk to you guys about is, you know, as we have progressed in Texas rig and baits have progressed, man, creature baits have kind of been the deal. They've taken over a lot of what we do on Texas rig soft plastics, and one of the very best ones is actually made by Guggen Baits. It's going to be the Bandito bug. A lot of little appendages, a lot of movement, great sight fishing bait for bed fishing, but it's also a bait that you can take just down a grass line, these lily pads, anywhere that you might flip a Texas rig. It's a nice compact bait that you can flip and get a lot of action out of, and man, it gets a lot of bites. Good talk. All right. Cody, which one of yours that you like?
All right, so I go for the ribbon tail worm.
Gotta be in here. Gotta be in the top 5.
I mean, it's good in grass, it's good in brush, it's good on docks.
Good in timber?
It's good in timber. I mean, it's good in anything.
It's good. It's one of those, and it's the one that started it all for most of us.
Yep.
And that is the one bait that's probably caught more bass in the world than all the other baits combined, is the Texas rig ribbon tail worm. What is your favorite particular one?
So my favorite one is the Power Worm by Berkley. It's
absolutely
8.5 inch. You know, the 7 inch is just a little bit too small for me, and the 10 inch is too big. I've found that the 8.5 inch on docks and brush piles have been the ticket for me on the.
That's a great one. I will throw the big 10 and 12 inch worms in the hot summertime of the Berkley Power Worm, and I think they work really well. I get a lot of big bites on them. But I got to tell you, I got to say this. Now, if this was solely my top 5 and you weren't joining me, this same bait would have made it into the top 5. So we completely agree on the Berkley Power Worm being our top 5 soft plastic Texas rig baits. Next, we're going to talk about a beaver style bait, another creature style bait, but one that has a lot less action. It's kind of like, you know, the whole theory with the Cinco is, it doesn't look like anything that swims in the water, but it doesn't give the fish any negative cues. In the creature bait world, the beaver bait, the beaver style baits are the same way. And my favorite one is Reaction Innovations Sweet Beaver. I think that's the best beaver on the market. It's certainly the one for me over the years that I've gotten the most bites on. Great bait, good company. They make a lot of good baits. But I love the Reaction Innovations Sweet Beaver. It's one you can throw down there. It doesn't have a lot of kick, a lot of action. It doesn't really seem like they ought to bite it that good on just a Texas rig alone. Listen, they bite it real good on a Texas rig alone. What's next on your list, Cody?
All right, so I got the Zoom Brush Hog.
That's nailed it.
Yeah.
Nailed it. Again, if this was my top 5 on one, that'd have been there. Tell me what you think about the Zoom Brush Hog.
All right, so it's just like the ribbon tail, the Brush Hog is good in any type of structure. Any type. So, you know, I've never seen a brush hog swimming around in the water. I mean, so I don't know what fish think it is.
But that could imitate a lot of things, right? Like it can imitate a little brim swimming, because it's got all the appendages. It's got the little legs that swim behind it. That could be to a bass. That could be a little brim swimming down. I mean, it could be anything. It could be a frog skimming across the top of these lily pads and then falling in. A Zoom brush hog can imitate a lot of things. What we do know is that with all these baits that we're listing in our top 5, sometimes we don't really know why they bite it. We just know that they do bite it. A Zoom brush hog, time tested, bass fish approved. And oh yeah, with Zoom, one of my favorite things, you get a whole lot of baits in a package for like a $4 price point, right? $4 or $5, and you get like 20 of the baby brush hogs. I think 12 of the big ones. You get a lot of baits, a lot of bang for your buck with Zoom always.
Yep.
That's always good. And coming in is our last one of the day, number 5. This one's going to be one that I think everybody should throw more. I know a lot of guys do throw it, but it doesn't get thrown near as much as I think it should. We're going to talk about a Senko style stick bait. And if you're going to Texas rig that with like a little 1/8 ounce or 1/4 ounce Texas rig, to me the best one to use is actually going to be made by Big Bite Baits, the Academy brand, the Academy house brand. Big Bite Baits makes a 5-inch, 6-inch, and 7-inch Senko style bait. And I don't remember what the name of it is, but I'm going to tell you right now, that joker works on a Texas rig as good as a Yamamoto, a Yum Dinger, or anything else does. And the reason that it's my pick for the Texas rig is it's more durable. And if I'm not fishing it weightless, I don't need it to be as soft and have all that shimmy fall like a Yamamoto does. We're on a Texas rig weight. It's diving to the bottom nose down with that Texas rig weight. And the durability of the Big Bite Baits stick bait brings it in at number 1 in that category for me. That rounds out our top 5. We've got a Texas rig ribbon tail worm. We've got a Bandito bug creature bait from Guggen Baits. We've got the Zoom Brush Hog. We've got the Sweet Beaver. And we've got, what did I just talk about? The Big Bite Bait stick bait. That's right. Listen, we ain't no college graduates. There ain't no doctorate sitting in this boat. We just fishing guys, man. Hey, Cody, thank you.
Oh, thank you, buddy.
Appreciate you helping me out on top 5 baits. Hope you guys enjoyed another edition of that. By the way, if y'all want to book guide trips, hey, in the fall, a lot of our guides at Your Lake Fort Guide, our schedule gets a little more sporadic in the fall and winter. So if you need to book a last-minute trip, feel free to reach out at yourlakefortguide.com. And we'll do everything we can to line you up with the best guide for you and get you out on the water for a great day of fun like me and my boy just had right here. Had a little competition, had a good time. Stay tuned next week. You'll see the video from the action on the water today. Thank you guys so much for watching as always. We'll see you next time right here on Your Lake Fort Guide.